Hey everybody, welcome back. Maybe this is the last one we're doing it this weekly. I'm doing my best. I hope the videos are fun. I, as a human being, am not having too much fun. It'll be an exported package or whatever. Many of them are. Also, I got so much freaking cat hair on my face. I'm not gonna sweat round one. Round one is as round one does. You buy the good units. Now, round two, I should very much like to not die. A draw, wow, interesting. A draw is sufficient. I do think we're kind of owed, and I say that with an entitled voice, because it's an entitled statement. I think we're owed a bison run. I think we're owed maybe like a completely head empty, maybe like a double bison run. What do I know? Some of this. Some of this. Let's see what we get on the second level up. A sheep is a given. I think that we're 4 squatted now. My bad. Need some meat. I don't know if meat has been bringing its A game this week. I'm tweaking my own mental model, okay? My new mental model is just... Imagine we live in a just universe. Holy cow, we got a draw. And they want to give us a bison. What should we do? Buy units. Like, don't say a level 2 ant is good enough. Don't say a level 2 mosquito is good enough. Play as if it's like the month that the game came out and we're like, oh my god, another unit that matches my existing unit. Let's grab it immediately. Don't try to play the meta game. Grab the units, because the units are one of the only ways... Buying a second version of a unit is one of the only ways to buff units early. Not pilling you. I thought about it, but I'm not pilling you. You know what? I'm tossing you some garlic. I'm investing in you. I'm not going to give up on you. I'll probably give up on a sheep. Even though it's got meat on it, I'll probably give up on a sheep. The meat is setting up favorable trades. I feel like I've gone meat mode this week, though, and this is like the first time it's really stuck. I am a believer. I'm a believer this is gonna work. Come on, brother. 1 mosquito, 2 ants. 1 mosquito, 2 ants. That's it. That's all you need, man. Give the game a chance to get you. My word, we won this one? The nightmare option is we win having never gotten a level 3. Having learned absolutely nothing. Yes, never mind, no nightmare option. And the Niala? It must be my birthday. Sorry, I yelled really loud. We should get a melon user out there. Like a pill? I guess I'd rather have a level 3 mosquito than a level 3 ant. People are running some coconut armors out there. Holy cow, it's going to be a big ox. That's bad. It's not that bad, though. We're so back. Okay, now we can get more bisons, too, right? I don't know why I wouldn't just buy a turtle in the whole scheme of things. Instead, I'm trying to, like, will a turtle into existence. I don't even know what I'm rolling for. I just turned it into an idle game temporarily. So we're on chocolate round next. Okay, chocolate round. This is a bad one. Chocolate round is also Niala round. I would like both of those things, please. A pill? It's not a contract, but it's very nice. But now what is this penguin doing? And the penguin sucked up the stats, bro. Well, for life, I'm willing to... Oh, okay. I'm not mad anymore. This, unless I've lost my mind, this is kind of your dream dragon scenario. We are going to lose this one. It's a testament to the variety this weekly that, again, we keep getting destroyed by various different teams. I go back and forth. What's strong this week? Well, Ox is really good. No, but you know what? Actually, now that I'm using it, Ox is really bad. You know what's great? Jellyfish. Nah, dude, jellyfish never works. Then I come across like is round 9, there's a 40-40 jellyfish. Okay, but be that as it may, all this in mind, I do think as the longer the game goes on, the more unbeatable a dragon becomes. In the early game, the best thing you can get is gotta be... it's another strong team. It hurts worse because their name is a reference to my name, which feeds my ego, but only if I defeat them. In the early game, nothing goes crazier than a big jellyfish, probably, right? It's one of the only things that can scale itself. Nice lemon. I'm just being an a-hole. I needed that. I needed to be toxic for a second. That was my emotional support bullying. Always have to consider purchasing this. Nothing's gonna top that, man. Come on. Death Touch is probably great, but there's a part of me that says, what about like a big old coconut on this lad? Okay, we're on 2 lives, 5 wins, with a big lad up at the front. Come on. Come on, brother. You know there's something out here for you. That's a big sheep at the back. We don't like to see the big sheep at the back. I'll take my draw. Holy... I really just, like, I can afford to lose one more, but you know the deal. I can't afford to lose one more. Tier 1s, please. I know I got some stuff frozen right now. Don't get me wrong. Roll me. Huge. Possibly the whole thing is frozen. I know. But it doesn't matter because we're going to win this round anyway. Maybe equipment is the secret sauce this week. I'm 32. No. I promised them out there I wasn't gonna lose. It's gone. I spent it. Okay. Step 1. I'm thinking. Step 1, coconut armor. I'm a believer in this. Step 2, you don't need to go to level 3. You're scaling fast enough. We got to get our dragons back out there eventually. Step 2 is buy another one of these. Stick with the coconut armor. Freeze all your tier 1s. If anything, could it save some chocolate to use on the frickin' dragon? I'm straddling 25 different archetypes right now for no reason. Okay, everything's fine. We got a 32-32 dog. They got a 32-32 dog. All comes down to our ballast unit. Our one's a little bit better. That gets to 6. It's a long way to the top, though, if you want to rock and roll. Now, the hard pivot into the double death touch. And you give me... We can't afford to run up on enemy scorpions. So I think it has to be like this. I know it's a little... It gets bodied against rhinos. But it is what it is. And then you're gonna toss me a little tier 1 here. You can't overwrite that. That would have been bad. Okay, hang on. They got their own death touch, so I put my units in the right spot. It's true. It's a simple fact of the matter. If I put my big units up at the front, I don't know if we lose, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to look a lot worse. Now we can focus on our dragon. It's round 16. Biggest threat to us, in my opinion, other dragons. that have had more time to pop off. But it doesn't take long for a level 2 dragon to start moving you up there. Come on. Honestly, I'm willing to get ignorant. I'm willing to offend people with my super auto pets choices. Now this one, I'm not sure. Oh, 48, dog. No. People have gotten really good at this game. That's really annoying. I liked it better when there was still more people playing. I guess I'm not going to say when everyone was still bad, because I've been there many times. Let me be like a salty turtle. But like, did all the bad players go, this game's too easy? It seems to be how like the Dunning-Kruger effect works sometimes. All the bad players went, this game's too easy, and went to play backpack battles instead. Which is why I'm getting free wins in backpack battles, and with 500 hours, realistically probably more like 1,000 hours in SAP, I can't accomplish anything. Could be. Okay. Like, it's sour grapes, I'll admit. Sometimes people act like it's a gotcha. They're like, oh, you're just not having fun because you're losing. And I'm like, yeah. Duh, idiot. Don't you watch sports? No Canucks fan for the last 5 years has been like, wow, that was a great season. We came in third last, but there's a lot of bright spots. No, you go, well, that season was horrible, but at least next season's going to be better. And then you win the first 2 games of the season, and you're like, we're probably winning the conference. And then you lose the next 2 games, and you go, we got to fire the coach immediately. That's the cycle, okay? I like the squad. I like a sheep. I like an eel. I like an eel with meat. You got to give it a chance next round. Oh, you got to give it a chance next round. I'm happy the whole shop is frozen. Oh, no. We're going to win. Just double ox kind of struck fear into my heart. It's just an ignorant way to play. I respect it. 1 roll. It's okay. We'll take our level. Feel like I'm uninterested in level 3 Silk Moth. I know I said I wasn't going to play that way, but last way I played not that way. We got our bison, and then I got 6 wins. So there's a part of me that's like, can you blame me? Holy cow! The Silk Moth made all the difference. I take back my words and my deeds. Still not going to buy another one of you. I don't even know, man. I don't know who the meat belongs on here. Come on. Jellyfish. You and I both know the jellyfish is the way forward. We just need that 2nd level. Otherwise, it's a little decrepit. I was pretty stoked on this one until I saw that my opponent also had a sheep. Oh, never mind. I'm still stoked. Sure. No salads. I'll take my level. I get that the level's a little akimbo. So be it. Let me get something to help me out in the mid-game here. I'll take a foam sword. We really need that jellyfish level, like, toot sweet, brother. They got a functional bison with garlic already. What a world. Thank you so much. That's very nice. You should not be there. Feels like having melons is very important based on the teams that beat me. Tend to beat me, I guess I should say. It seems like a lot of teams have merely slightly better stats, but staggering degrees of better equipment, and that has been screwing me. They probably would have beaten me without the equipment advantage, but they definitely beat me once you factor in the equipment. So, I'm feeling like getting as many melons as possible would help. Also, ever getting a unit that matches another unit, ergo being able to level up our jellyfish, would also hit the spot. But what do I know? I've got a 4/4 ant with meat as the head of the squad right now, man. Come on. Devs. Not a surprise on this one. Devs. Too late for the clownfish, brother. Goat me? Goat isn't a friend, unfortunately. Oh, no. I gotta get this ant out of here, man. We're going up against dragons already. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, it's all falling apart. Okay. Like, enough playing around. You're gone. In theory, a snake can be very good. We do need a unit to work with it. I'll take my level to help the jellyfish out just a bit. We're in dire need of some freaking stats, bro. Sorry to the sheep. It's gotta be done. You know it. I know it. It's the way this week. I'd love to pill the turtle and keep the goat, but I don't think I see it happening. I'm just gonna say thank you for your service, goat. Holy cow. I mean, I think we're on lethal already, and we're at 4 wins, so there's a very realistic chance, I think, that we're completely cooked. Oh, baby. Or that we did completely cook, am I right? People younger than myself that say he cooked. We don't have to keep the turtle, but there's also no reason to pill it right now. It's not like we have another unit we want to fit on the squad. That other unit has long since passed. That was the goat. I mean, ant at the back is not, like... it's not great. I hate moving the snake back any further than it has to go, though. Oh, thank God. It's still really bad. It's still pretty bad. It's still totally fine. Thank you, snake. You even the odds on that one. Okay, now don't sell the wrong thing by accident. Happens all the time. It's just a simple one. You go death touch on your turtle, and you hold. I'm saying no to the Niala. I don't think any of our losses have been the Niala's fault, but I am saying no to the Niala for now, because I think we're trying to get ourselves ahead of the game a little bit here. It's going to take a while to make it happen. Oh, we're in a bit of a rough spot. That's tough. That's a tough one. I'm completely rinsed. Not trying to make excuses. I mean, at the end of the day, I always have to remind myself. I think it's understandable when people out there forget. I have to remind myself, my job is not to be good at Super Auto Pets. We all fall under that delusion at some point. You start watching because you're like, this guy's videos are entertaining. Then you get used to eating dinner while watching them for 6 months, and you forget that it's entertaining, and you're like, why would you buy the duck there when there was a silk moth? I read those comments, and then it tricks my brain into being like, all right, my job is to be good at Super Auto Pets, and I'm doing a bad job. I'm disappointing my friends and family, you know? Like, you get psyoped like this. My job is to try to entertain you. So I am taking some expectations, taking some weight off myself, and just trying to be entertaining. But I will say there is like I think what's happening with this weekly for me, you see it with a lot of different pursuits, I'm sure, if you look at your own life honestly. You try something, you do better than expected, you're having fun. That incentivizes you to do more of it because you want to do, when you have fun with something, you want to do it more often. As you do things, you learn, you get addicted, you have like expectations that you're going to do well. Those expectations become part of your identity. You know, I'm good at school. Then you go to college and all of a sudden you're like, I never study. Then you get a C+ on your first midterm and you're like, I'm not good at school anymore. Your identity collapses. It feels bad. You have less fun. The idea of interfacing with this thing that once was fun is now painful because every time you interact with it, you're preoccupied with the fact that you're not as good as you used to be, at least relative to those around you. you do it less because you want to do things less because they're unpleasant now, and then that's what's happening to me on this weekly. At some point, I was having fun when I first got started, and then at some point I decided I'm going to come up with a secret to winning. I added unnecessarily that expectation of result to myself, and then, sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not over time. And then I'm not achieving that expectation of result, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore because I'm not having as much fun, which is making me do worse, and it's a little cycle that feeds back on itself. So we're trying to fight back against it a little bit. Let's roll. That's my assumption of what I'm putting myself through right now. Okay. I'm sorry to the goose for this one. I think we're buying you and rolling once. We're not taking our level. It's a little crazy, but I still think there's a chance that like a jellyfish might show up and our lives will change as what we think is the optimum plan will change as a result. Didn't get a jellyfish. I would roll once. Didn't get a jellyfish. I would roll. Another chinchilla. Freeze me. Still no jellyfish and still no jellyfish. That's fine. I'm still happy to take my chinchilla level next time. We might have a leech show up after the porcupine actually had a chance to garner some stats. That would be a new one. And honestly, we haven't been bleeding HP early. Although this is normally when I get the only trophies I get. So maybe missing out on those trophies is almost as bad as losing. Or maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Turtle seems good. Normally I would go dragonfly there, so we're going to mix it up. We're going to throw a little turtle in the mix. You know what? Immediately, given the option to go back to the dragonfly, I say yes to that. As if it's the dress. I say yes to it. The dragonfly is buffing our porcupine. No leech required, but if one shows up, who would I be to say no? I don't think I would, honestly. All right. Feeling okay. Note to self, be primed to pick up a pill in the shop. I'm okay. I don't want that. Interesting. Interesting. No pill, huh? Still going pretty well. I mean, if the turtle picks up a bunch of stats, I don't really want to pill it if I can avoid it, but huge. This is the perfect sheep counter for the modern world. And how magical would this be if we righted the ship after that very self-aware bit of dialogue? I'm not a huge seal bro this week, but it is early, and there are foods. I feel like I've been beaten by seals. This team looks like it's better than mine. Yes, okay, but that's fine. What are we on, 3? 4 life? Still feeling good, honestly. The attack, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. I still don't think I want a pill. I want a level 2 turtle, I think. Please. Oh, man. An ox is... I gotta put more respect on the ox. Even though I do take it every time I see it. An ox is like the scariest unit for me to see on my opponent's team. It is still tempting to pill you, I'll admit. And to be honest, at this point, you could probably write your bachelor's, maybe not your master's, but your bachelor's of mathematics paper on like whether your expected value is better putting buffing food on your peacock or on your seal here. But you know what? I've done what I've done. I knew it. Porque no las dos. For now, I'm sticking with what I got going on here. I'm not saying it. If anything's on the chopping block, by the way, it's the level 1 dragonfly. Huge. Huge, 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 huge. Leave my seal out your mouth, is what I'm trying to say. Seal with garlic? Never had it, personally. I think it's like, it's snake season, bro. Now the order is all messed up. Maybe it's fine. Usually you want your snake closer to the front so it has more time to hit units and disrupt them, but... Actually, it seemed like it did okay. I mean, we might rearrange some stuff at some point, but... I know we get a little goofy with it, but it's kind of working, right? I mean, we actually, maybe because of the dereliction of scaling this week, a relatively poor scaler like the post-nerf seal is actually disproportionately good. We're not getting any HP out of it, but as long as we're, you know, rinsing fools, maybe it doesn't matter. So I think we got to win fast, because it definitely, it must lose to a dragon long term. Among other teams, possibly, I would have to imagine. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Did this snake just change our lives forever? I think it may have. I'm so in disbelief right now. It's poetic. It's a heck of a death touch, though. Oh, it doesn't matter how heck of a death touch it is. I don't know what we did. I can't replicate it. It feels like I genuinely found spiritual enlightenment and then was rewarded by a benevolent entity. It doesn't feel like I had learned anything, but maybe it just takes a while to set in. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. See ya!